Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. Hope you guys had an awesome day trading. You can see here I did not have a great day today. About $83 down or so in the red, sitting right above 83.88. The Dow did not have a great day today, down almost 167 points, representing about 0.91% of the total market. S&P 500 down as well, almost 0.86%. Nasdaq down 0.91% as well. So overall, the market's generally trended down. You can see here a list of my high dividend yielding securities are also mostly in the red as well. Almost all of them actually. Procter & Gamble in the green there. Apple, I went ahead and picked up a share of Apple in the green. Then on the bottom here, a little bit of my managed funds, bond funds here in the green as well. So overall, markets trended down today in the red, lost quite a bit of money, $83 or so. Over the last week, you can see down about $46 here. Over the last month, I'm up about $28, so not too bad, not too bad. What I kind of wanted to do today was kind of go through my portfolio to kind of show you guys what I have so far put together. So I've been trying to diversify my portfolio. I've been adding a lot of the stocks that I've been posting in my stock picking videos. And currently I have, I think, right around 46 stocks, if I remember correctly. So I kind of just wanted to go through my stocks and kind of break up the different sectors I have invested. I'm still working on fully diversifying my portfolio, but so far I think I put together a pretty nice portfolio of high dividend yielding securities. Most of these are large cap companies from the S&P 500 index, but there's a couple other speculative plays I've kind of scattered within there as well, some small cap companies as well. So yeah, let's just kind of jump in and kind of go through what I have currently in my portfolio. So to start off here, I have an awesome Vanguard high dividend yield ETF. So this is the only ETF I own currently. Plan on getting about 3 or 4 of these in different market sectors. This is just a nice diversified overall ETF here. You can see on the bottom it essentially is tracking high dividend paying U.S. companies. There's no REITs in this particular ETF, but it's got a great dividend yield, 2.7%. It's a Vanguard fund, very, very large market cap, almost $16 billion. So this is a very good diversified fund that I'm going to kind of keep in my portfolio to complement my other high dividend yielding securities. So let's start off here. So I have healthcare stocks. The first few here are pharmaceutical companies. So AbbVie, very awesome company, 3.5%. Pfizer, another pharmaceutical company, 3.5%. And Portola, this is more of a speculative play here. Lost a little bit of money, but I'm hoping by early next spring when their breakthrough drug is approved by the FDA, that's the hope anyway, that I'll make my money back on this one. The next few stocks here are also healthcare companies, but services companies. So Abbott Laboratories, parent company of AbbVie, by the way, and Cardinal Health as well. So in the healthcare sector, I have AbbVie, Pfizer, Portola, Abbott Laboratories, Cardinal Health. Oh, and I also have Johnson & Johnson as well. So essentially, I have 6 stocks here within the healthcare sector in my portfolio here. Johnson & Johnson, another awesome stock, dividend aristocrat, 2.7%. Next stocks here are industrials. So starting off here, I got a couple of aerospace stocks, Boeing, dividend yield of 3.3%, as well as Lockheed Martin, dividend yield of 2.7%. The next one are conglomerate corporations, GE here, General Electric, dividend aristocrat, 3.1%, as well as 3M Company, another awesome stock to have with regards to dividend investing, 2.5%. Next here I have some machine, I think the category is machinery actually. So Illinois Tool Works, 1.86%. And then I have a couple of railroad companies as well to round out my industrials. Canadian National Railroad, 2.3%. This has performed very well for me. And then Union Pacific as well, 2.3%. So in my industrials, just to recap again, some aerospace companies, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, the conglomerates, GE, 3M, machinery, Illinois Tool Works, and then rail, I have the Canadian National Railroad and Union Pacific. I have a couple, or actually only have one company for materials, and this is a general chemical stock, 3.5% for the Dow. The next one I have is consumer discretionary. I have a couple auto companies. Ford here, awesome 4.9% dividend yield. General Motors here, another awesome 4.7% dividend yield. Within consumer discretionary, there's electronics. I just have one company here, Garmin. Garmin. Picked this one up the other day, 4.2%. In leisure, I have one company. Oh, actually, sorry, I skipped one here. General consumer discretionary, I have one company here, Target, 3.5%. And leisure, I have one company, Hasbro. Picked this one up as well. User suggested stock, 2.5% dividend yield. And then restaurants, I have a couple here. McDonald's, dividend yield of 3%, and Yum Brands. This is on the bottom here. You can see Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC. Awesome dividend yield as well, 2.0%. So, excuse me. Consumer discretionary, I have Auto, Ford, GM, General Electronics, Garmin, General Consumer Discretionary, Target, Leisure, Hasbro, and restaurants, I have McDonald's and Yum Brands. Our next couple stocks here are consumer staples, agricultural. I have Archer Daniels Midland here, an awesome dividend aristocrat, 2.8%. I have food here. I think this is the foodstuffs category, Cisco, 2.5%. The next one is sort of household consumer staples, Colgate, Palmolive, can't talk today, 2.1%, an awesome dividend aristocrat here. Kimberly-Clark, another staple with any well-diversified portfolio, 2.9%. For packaged goods, I have a couple. Hershey Company, picked this one up the other day. Good dividend yield, 2.6%, and that's coupled here with the Kraft Heinz Company, another great stock, 2.7%. In the personal consumer discretionary, in the personal consumer staples, I have Procter & Gamble here, another dividend aristocrat, 3.0%. Then I have a couple soft drink stocks to round out my consumer staples. Coca-Cola, good old Coca-Cola, 3.3%, and PepsiCo, another great stock at 2.8%. So to recap, consumer staples, I have Archer Daniels Midland. For agriculture. Foodstuffs, I have Cisco. Household consumer staples, I have Colgate, Palmolive, as well as Kimberly-Clark. Packaged goods, I have the Hershey Company as well as the Kraft Heinz Company. Personal consumer staple, I have Procter & Gamble. And for soft drinks, I have Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. The next few stocks here are financials. These are all banks here. So Bank of the Internet. No dividend yield on this one. It's more of a speculative play. Pick this one up here. Huntington Bank Shares Incorporated. A nice little stock here. Good 2.9% dividend yield. Kind of goes along with this one here. Wells Fargo. It's going to put a little bit more money in. Kind of got scared off, though. I only have a share of this. Good dividend yield, 3.3%, but it's had some negative news recently. Next few stocks here are information technology. I think this is just consulting category, IBM. Great dividend yield, 3.6%. I think this is just IT hardware. Apple, pick this one up. Had to pick up a share of Apple. Performed nicely for me today, 2.0% dividend yield. For semiconductors, I have a couple. Here's a speculative play, AMD. Bought this one more because I like their video cards than anything. No dividend yield, as you can see. Whoops. Jump back into my stock. Sorry about that, guys. I did not mean to do that. Where were we? Intel is the next semiconductor here. Great dividend yield on Intel, 2.8% dividend yield. And then to round off the IT systems here, Microsoft, a good dividend yield of 2.5%. So for the information technology, I have IBM for consulting. For hardware, I have Apple. For semiconductors, I have AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, as well as Intel. And for systems, I have Microsoft. For telecommunications here, I have a couple. AT&T, 4.6%. Verizon, 4.3%. For energy, I just have one stock here, ExxonMobil. This is oil, natural gas. Great dividend yield here at 3.6%. For utilities, I picked up a couple. CenterPoint Energy, good dividend yield here, 4.2%. And I have that against Southern, another great long-term dividend aristocrat, 4.2%. For the REITs, I have a couple. Federal Realty Trust, nice little dividend here, 2.4%. And then a little bit more high-risk one, Stag Industrial Incorporated. It's got a nice 5.5 dividend yield there. Then I have some managed accounts, this Guggenheim account, These are all much more riskier but higher dividend yielding accounts. Guggenheim here, PCM Fund, 9.6%. Prospect Capital, PSEC, a lot of investors have this in their portfolio, 12%. Then a PIMCO fund here as well, 10.7%. I have one bond fund here. Used to have a lot of money invested in bond funds, but cashed that out for my other high dividend yielding securities, 5.5%. And they have a couple penny stocks just playing around with, so Intromedics and Schmidt. So yeah, that's my entire portfolio here. So trying to diversify in all the different sectors. So far I have an ETF, healthcare, industrials, materials, consumer, discretionary, consumer staples, financials, information and technology, telecommunications, energy, utilities, a couple of REITs, a couple managed funds, one bond fund, and a couple penny stocks. So yeah, that's kind of my overall portfolio right now. Like I said, last trading day got hit pretty hard by the markets going down, but again, I'm playing these long, so in a year or two, I'd like to come back and kind of show you guys how this turned out. So yeah, kind of what I wanted to talk about today. As always, if you enjoy my videos here, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and share this video with your friends. Tell me what you like about my videos, what you don't like. I'm a new investor, as you know. I love the discussions I'm having, learning a ton. So again, if you like my content, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a like, and we'll see you guys next time.